No one is really born with self-doubt. If you think of it, kids just run around doing dumb things all the time and they're fearless. They don't think of anything. And yet self-doubt is something we all experience. So where does it come from and how can we beat it? Alright, time to post this first picture that I took. My first Instagram post. Is this picture good enough? Yeah, sure. What do I write? This has to be meaningful, right? This is the first thing people are gonna see. Pricks. It's not original. Nah, that sucks. The first step to overcoming self-doubt is to understand where it comes from. So start by identifying your self-limiting beliefs. Our beliefs aren't something we consciously think about. They're usually something that's based on past experiences as well as our current environment. Sadly, we tend to rely on bad experiences to build our current beliefs, which obviously brings pessimistic beliefs. These pessimistic beliefs then lead us to always thinking that the worst always happened to us, bad things always happen to us, and that leaves us thinking that the worst will always happen. Can't find something more creative than that. Does it really matter though? No one's gonna see this anyways. I just stick it because I love the contrast. That'll work as the text. Yeah. Nah, that doesn't work. There are surely also positive experiences you could try to focus on, which leads me to my next point. Remember all the things you've accomplished so far. One very powerful way to do this is to have an area that you see all the time, where you have a bunch of cool accomplishments that you made. So for me, one of them would be, I started this channel. And if you looked at my weekly review video, you see that I have a section where I think of what went well last week. It's kind of the same idea, right? Just always thinking about what went well and all of that. In an area like this where you think about what went well will make you more thoughtful of everything that's going well at the moment. Now that you have a positive mindset, another thing you can try to do is break things down, right? If your goal is to climb a mountain, it might be a bit intimidating, but if you break it down, things are a lot simpler usually. Like let's say starting a YouTube channel is kind of a scary thing to do, but if you break it down, there are 3 main steps. There's filming the video, editing the video, and then posting it. And chances are you can do all of these things. And if not, like editing, you can learn that. It will take you like a weekend. The next thing is understanding that everybody's kind of doing their own thing and no one really cares that much. Looking at the way you live your life is a really good insight at how others live their own lives. Like your friend might have worn a new shirt last week that he was self-conscious about, and chances are you didn't even notice it. When you go to restaurants, do you really spend your whole dinner just judging the people that are eating alone? Chances are that you don't, and if you are, well, you're not a good person. Chances are that you're doing your own thing, just eating your own dinner and just enjoying your time, and everybody's kind of the same. Fitting in was kind of important back in the days when you had tribes where if you left the tribe, well, you get eaten by a tiger. That's not the case anymore. Now you can go and do crazy stuff if you want. And that leads me to the next and final point. You just need to start. Just jump in. Nah. Doesn't matter. No one's gonna see this anyways. It's just a caption. Why am I doing such a big deal with it? Huh. That was easier than I thought. Oh, cool. In many ways, self-doubt is something that we've built to protect ourselves because we may be scared of others judging us or whatever. But chances are if you just get started, you'll see that it's a lot easier than what you think. I was frightened when I did my first video, and if you go and look at it, you'll see it's not really good. But it was still a good learning experience, and that's another important thing. Failure is really important because that's how we learn. So you just have to try it and then learn and adapt. So try to think about your self-limiting factors, break things down, jump in. And if you have a hard time starting, check out this video that I made on beating procrastination.